Have you ever felt truly alive, like your heart is racing and you are on top of the world? That's exactly how I felt when I jumped off a plane at 10,000 feet sometime last year. Skydiving was one of the most exhilarating moments of my life. It's something I would never forget, probably would do it again, but it got me thinking, why do experiences like this leave such a lasting impact while the thrill of a new gadget fades away so quickly? Today, we're diving into why investing in experiences can bring long-lasting happiness, unlike any gadget ever could. Stick around because I promise this might change the way you think about spending your hard-earned money on gadgets. And without taking much of your time, yo guys, let's get started. So here is a story. At some point, I really believed I needed the FX6 from Sony, the 4K 120fps capabilities, the 15 plus stops of dynamic range, the low light performance that could practically see in the dark. It all whispered seductively of YouTube stardom. I was convinced this camera here would be the key to unlocking a treasure trove of subscribers and views. Maybe not, but you get what I mean. I then hit on eBay, paid for the camera at about $6,000, bought some accessories for about $5,000, bringing it to a total of about $11,000. And I was scammed of the camera. When I reported, I was shut out, account banned, and I couldn't get back the money. It's a long story. So being someone who loves to get what they want, I thought to myself, just buy another one. You've invested about the same amount in accessories, so why not, which I did. When the camera arrived, I meticulously set up each shot, tweaking settings. I imagined my audience gasping in awe at the quantum leap in quality. But as weeks turned into months, a creeping realization set in. My loyal viewers, most of which use their smartphones on bus rides or have watching on laptops while cooking dinner, can't really tell the difference between the footage from this camera and $11,000 setup and what I shot on my trusty A7S III, which was about half the price. In fact, this camera here cost about $600 and it gives great quality too. The truth is, the initial euphoria of owning a pro gadget usually fades away, replaced by maybe a nagging sense of overkill. Don't get me wrong, the FX6 is a fantastic piece of kit and tech. I so much love this camera, but I found myself increasingly drawn to simpler, more spontaneous forms of content creation. Just like I don't use the Meta Quest, the handheld gaming consoles in the studio, the headphones and all that. That's also a stark reminder that on YouTube, authentic experiences and genuine emotions resonate far more than pixel-perfect imagery, just like in life. So let's talk about the science behind happiness. Psychologists have delved deep into what makes us truly happy. I'm not going to bore you with this, I promise. Dr. Thomas Gilovich from Cornell University discovered that while new things make us happy initially, we quickly adapt to them. This phenomenon, known as the hedonic treadmill, means our satisfaction diminishes over time. In contrast, experiences become part of our identity, growing in value over time. They connect us with others and enhance our personal growth, which is quite crucial for long-term happiness. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but I need certain gadgets for work and daily life, and you're absolutely right. The goal isn't to completely eliminate gadgets from your lives. That would be impractical and, for many of us, impossible. Instead, it's about finding the right balance, and here's how you can do that. First off, distinguish your needs from your wants. Before purchasing a gadget, ask yourself if it's truly necessary for your work or daily life, or if it's just something you desire. The second thing is to maximize utility. If you do need a gadget, choose one that serves multiple purposes. This reduces the overall number of gadgets you need to buy and maintain. The third point would be to invest in quality over quantity. When you go to buy gadgets, opt for the high quality items that will last longer and provide better value over time. Point number 4 would be to repurpose old tech. Before buying new gadgets, see if you can repurpose what you already have. Sometimes a software update or a creative solution can give new life to old tech. Now, fifth point, rent or borrow for occasional use. For gadgets you only need occasionally, consider renting or borrowing instead of buying those gadgets. Now, point number 6, you need to balance your budget. You have to allocate a portion of your budget for necessary gadgets, but make sure to also set aside funds for experiences and personal growth. Always remember, the key is mindfulness. Be intentional about your purchases and how you spend your time and money. By finding this balance, you can enjoy the benefits of both worlds. That is, the utility of necessary gadgets and lasting happiness from meaningful experiences. Now, here are some practical tips for investing in experiences. First would be to budget for experiences. You have to make conscious efforts to allocate funds for trips, events, and new hobbies. It doesn't have to break the bank. Local adventures can be just as fulfilling. Secondly, you can join groups. Engage in activities that match your interests. Join clubs, take classes, and participate in workshops. This not only enriches your life, but also helps you meet like-minded people. Also, you can learn a new skill, invest in personal growth, whether it's photography, cooking, or learning a new language. These skills provide long-lasting satisfaction. So here is my conclusion. I've bought and owned a lot of tech. In fact, gadgets in this studio are currently roughly $150,000 in value. That might not be MKBHD's level, but I have an idea of what buying gadgets feels like. In my case, I realized that one form of long-lasting happiness was waiting for me at 10,000 feet with nothing but a parachute and a GoPro, not a ton of tech accumulated. So now I challenge you, for the next month, do not buy gadgets you do not really need. Instead, invest in experiences. Share your journey in the comment section below. Let's see if experiences truly bring more happiness. I'll be there eager to hear your stories in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit on the bell icon for more content like this one. Also check out this video here. Catch you guys in the next one. Cuidado.